Hi everybody, my name is Patricia Martinez. My district profile is on Los Angeles Unified School District, known as LAUSD. At a glance, it was founded in 1853. It is the second largest district in the nation. There are currently over 500,000 students in K through 12 and over 700,000 students in total, including adult and continuation education. There are over 1,000 schools, including public charter schools, and it's so big that it's just split up into 6 local districts. According to eddata.org, for the 2016-2017 school year, there were over 600,000 students enrolled. There were over 15,000 homeless students. There were over 76,000 special education students. 84.1% of all those students qualified for free or reduced price meals. 24.9% were English language learners. And of those English language learners, 92.5% were Spanish speakers. 34.3% were reclassified fluent English proficient. Staff demographics for the 2016-2017 school year, according to ed data, 39% average student to teacher ratio is 23-1, and the average years of teaching experience in the district is 14 years. 30,000 over 30,000 classified staff. For finances, the year 2016-2017, the total expenditures for education were $6,580,724,674. The LCAP year 2017-2018, the general fund budget expenditures for the LCAP year were $7,531,043,342. According to their LCAP report, which is available on achieve.lausd.net, their strategic plan or LCAP priorities include the use of the California content standards and frameworks as a foundation for all instruction, supporting principals and teachers to customize and align resources to foster improvement. That includes professional development and resources like PITSA, a 24% expansion of school pathways by the 2018-2019 school year, and these are magnet schools, dual language immersion, STEM, and STEAM schools that are going to be opening up. Reduce the achievement gap in the early years by concentrating on extended transitional kinder and transitional kinder. Increase enrollment and improve attendance, implement key features of positive behavior intervention and support, known as PBIS, to create a positive school climate. Some more of their priorities include teacher retention and support programs to help prevent turnover, programs and interventions for high school students to guarantee satisfactory completion of A through G requirements, introduction of engaging math courses that will ensure college readiness for all students, and the improvement of the achievement gap for English learners and students with disabilities. So ELs, what they will do is that they will expand dual language bilingual programs, hire bilingual teachers and staff, offer additional support during designated ELD time, and provide integrated ELD and ELA math and science. They will also be offering trainings for teachers and parents to help students acquire English language literacy comprehension as well. So that's what's in plan for the English learners. Students with disabilities, what they plan to do is the district has A through G diploma counselors and division of transition teachers that work closely with those students who are at risk of not being eligible to graduate. They also provide waivers for Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and languages other than English, and also for PE for those students. There are also parent workshops for parents of students with disabilities and conferences so that they can learn how to support their student better. This is the Smarter Balance CASP assessment overview for the year of 2017. This specific one is for math. As you can see on the right, it's divided by color: standard not met, standard nearly met, and standard exceeded. For math in the whole district, standard exceeded was 12.4%, which is pretty low. Standard met was 17.46%. Standard nearly met was 26.62%, and standard not met was 43.52%. That number is actually up from 0.52% from the previous year, 2006. So, looking at the Smarter Balance assessment for English for the whole district, it's set up the same way on the right, as you can see. The standard exceeded was 14.59%, which is up 0.59% from 2016. Standard met was 24.96%, and that's down 0.04% from 2016. Standard nearly met for English was 24.14%, and that is down 0.86% from 2016. Standard not met is 36.3, and that was up 0.3% from 2016. So as you can see, for district strengths, one of them is the increase in graduation rate. It went up over the past 3 years, 9%. Also, they have lowered suspension rates, which is the result of positive practices for discipline and PBAS, like we discussed before. They also have an increase in reclassification in 1 year of 6%, which is quite a lot. They have a decrease in absenteeism for the target group of foster youth of 4% in 1 year. So those are all great strides. Also, in my interview with Esmeralda Marcial, who works under the Director of Community Engagement for Kelly Gonez, who's the district board member for District 6, I came to find that one of the strengths for the district is their vow to increase access and equity to technology for all students. Kelly Gonez herself, voted positively for that, and the board voted unanimously on that, actually, because they do find that when they go to school sites, their main concern is access to technology. So that vote is very positive, and that's a very good strength that the district has. Also, from my interview, I was able to find that the LCAP focus on ELLs is a very good strength. They have additional supports through interventions and added ELD time. And I think that that's a very big strength because the ELL population is one of their biggest populations. So it obviously is in everybody's best interest if they invest time and resources into that population. The focus on incorporating and welcoming parents to the school environment. They have a school experience survey that parents and staff are asked to fill out every year, to just kind of get to know how schools are doing, how the district is doing in incorporating or welcoming parents and their families. This also happens at the individual school level by being, just helpful, friendly, supportive, open to communication, and just having a smile, making sure that people actually want to come into their school and be a part of their environment. For for improvement, one thing that I found in my research was the A through G requirement completion in high school needs improvement. 45% of all 9th through 12th graders are not on track to complete the A through G requirement, which obviously you need those to graduate. So that percentage definitely needs to be higher. Math and English language arts assessment scores are also not probably not where everybody would want them to be. 60% of students are not uh, meeting the standards in ELA, and 70% are not meeting for math. Those numbers are insane. So, any additional interventions that some schools give can totally be useful to students. College and career readiness, I have already mentioned that, but 16.6% of ELLs are considered to be college and career ready. Um, that is their biggest group, and that's definitely a small number, a small percentage. So I think that area definitely needs some improvement. They need to put more, resources and time into that so that everybody can succeed. Foster youth and homeless students. This is a targeted student population, also on the LCAP. Um, but their proficiency levels and academic achievements are low also in ELA and math. So definitely we need to invest in foster youth and homeless students as well. Um, for recommendations, these might touch upon what we've already discussed. But as a district, one of my recommendations would be to keep investing time and resources on ELLs. This is one of their largest groups, and investing in them and having them improve would just guarantee positives all around for everybody. So that's definitely, I think, in my opinion, a smart idea. Also, another recommendation would be to keep hiring bilingual teachers and staff. Um, because a lot of these schools are in um, neighborhoods that are largely Latino, Hispanic, or, from another culture that probably doesn't speak English. It helps bridge home and the school life for the students, and it helps build the connection with the parents and the family. So that also goes into, having parents and families come into the school and feeling welcomed and feeling like, they have a spot in the school community as opposed to, going to a school where nobody speaks their language. Uh, Another recommendation would be to keep using more rigorous ELA and math programs. Uh, this would take students to the next level, and it would help meet Common Core standards, which will also help in assessment scores. For example, everybody could, spend more time, you know, incorporating students in math talk, which would improve their reasoning skills and which would, help take them to that next level. And my last recommendation is to invest in college and career preparedness. About 40% of high school students are fully prepared. Um, but for those that are not, we can always provide advisory and provide curriculum and projects that promote college and career readiness so that when the time comes that they do graduate, they're ready for the next step. Some recent changes in LAUSD. At the beginning of May, Austin Beutner was named the new superintendent for LASG, and that actually was a short and untransparent process according to UTLA, and so it causes a lot of concern for them due to his inexperience in education and ties in foundations that are pro unregulated charters and participate in anti-union practices. Board members also voted to promote computer science education and reduce the digital divide, like we discussed before. That was also at the beginning of May. And UTLA is still currently in negotiations with LAUSD for lower class sizes, accountability for charters, more school safety, staffing and educational programs, and improved wages. They have been in negotiations since last year, 2017. So, any minute now that could be a huge change for LAUSD. And these are some of my references and more references. Thank you so much.